Hello. How are you doing? I trust you're having a fantastic time. I'm just here again just to share my thoughts, feedback, and opinion with you in the hopes that it inspires you, encourages you, motivates you, and make you live a better life, improve the quality of your life. As always, my name is Omowunmi, also known as Tokes, the very honorable Minister of Enjoyment, and it's a pleasure to be here again. So, this month of February is kind of like tagged the month of love, and people spend time together, fellowship, have fun, give gifts, chocolate, flowers, and the whole shebang, holidays. And February 14 is celebrated in style. So this year, I'm kind of like looking for my card to show you. I got an amazing card. I'm a stickler for cards. I love cards. I love cards. I got an amazing card. I've been carrying it around. My husband gave me. Carrying it around because that's how much I love my attachment with cards. Anyway, that is what the month of February is kind of like known and represents, the love month, and people show love, and people are intentional in terms of love. And so I thought I'd pause for February, well, for 2 weeks now, because last week I shared about Let's Talk About Love. And I don't know if you've seen that, but if you haven't, if you click on the link below in this video, you will see the link to last week's replay in terms of the recording for Let's Talk About Love, which I think you should check out because you get some nuggets, some tips that would steer you in the right direction, I believe, in terms of love and relationship, sex, and the whole shebang. So today, I thought I'd continue in that. If you've been following the series, you know I've been talking about winning in 2019, how to do that, all the things that I personally am applying in my life that is getting results for me. I'm sharing them with you. So for this is the second week right now, I've been talking about love. And today I want to continue talking about love. I know it's amazing. Yeah, love. Love is God. Love is giving. Love is selfless, unconditional, genuine love, the agapao. Yeah. I'm just trying to be, showing off now. But basically, agape is the love of God shared abroad in our hearts, and it makes a difference. I know there are different types of love. I'm not here to do like a Bible study, but ultimately, I know there's filial love, sexual love, and basically there are all kinds of love. But the ultimate love, the one that gives and keeps on giving, love that is kind, patient, long-suffering, believes all things, hopes all things, is not boastful, is not proud. This love, it makes a difference in our lives. And I always say to myself, I am love. I constantly have to remind myself and bring myself back to that place whereby I know that love is the way forward in terms of everything that I am doing. And I'm so grateful that there is this God, amazing God, that I can believe in, that I can trust in, and that can make all things beautiful for me. So I want to share today about loving yourself, about living a life of love, about why love is important, why loving yourself is important, and how you can kind of like live a life of love, in your relationship, in your family, at work, for yourself as well. That's what I want to talk about today. So I want to talk about loving yourself, how to love yourself, basically. How to love yourself. I was going to give it a title. That's what I'm going to call it. How to love yourself. So you say, what is love? I've said a lot of definitions in terms of my own opinion and feedback of what love is. Love is God. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is giving. When you say you love someone, you give. I don't know how you love someone without giving. You have to explain that to me because I don't understand it. Love gives. Love gives. It's the ultimate. It covers a multitude of sin, a multitude of wrongdoings. It covers you. It believes. It hopes. It trusts. Love is amazing. It's amazing. So that is my own explanation of what love is, what it means to me, and how I carry it in everything that I do. Consciously, intentional, on purpose. So, how do you love yourself, you say? Or why should I love myself? Why is loving myself important? Giving love, why is it important? You know, you can't give what you don't have. So loving yourself is kind of like a key to making life even more beautiful, because if each of us will love ourselves, then we all can love every other person all around us, because we have that power, we have that knowledge, we are being intentional in terms of living our life the best way possible. So when you love yourself, what it does is that it provides an avenue for you to be full of confidence. You understand? It improves your self-esteem, and generally, you know, it helps you to be more positive in life. It does. It does. So I talked about self-confidence, you know, improves your self-worth, and also being positive in the world that we live in, especially where everything right now is kind of like looking like it's negative. Hear the word I said, looking like it's negative. I'm one of the fans that I am not deceived by what I see all around me, because I know they're temporal. So I know that things will change. It's only for a season, and that life is in phases, just like we have different seasons in the world that we live in right now. We have, you know, winter. I know it's called different things in different part of the world, but from where I am right now, I think we call it winter, spring, summer. Some say fall, you know, autumn, and all these wonderful, beautiful names. But basically, what I'm saying is that there are different seasons. And so for those different seasons, different things happen. And so I have to adjust myself, even my clothing, for those seasons. That's the way it is. That's the way of life. It's not being mean. It's not being harsh. That's life. That's what happens. We expect it to happen. In fact, when it doesn't happen, we start talking. We start talking. I remember when it hadn't snowed, people were like, oh, we want the snow. And then when the snow came, people were like, oh my God, that's enough now, please. We want the summer. Summer, please come. So that's it. What can I say? But ultimately, loving yourself will kind of like help you live a better life, a healthier life, a richer life, a fuller life. So how can you do this? So I'm looking now, because I have my notes, which is on my iPad, and I'm using, I don't want to get distracted. I want to stay right on point. And I hope that you're getting value from this. I will appreciate you giving me thumbs up, you know, sharing this video as you're watching it, if it's blessing you, to someone out there who you know will need this at a particular time, you know, at such a time as this. That will be your gift to them to living a better life. So let's go. I have 15 points here that I would like to share in terms of how to love yourself. So you can pick the one that is applicable, the one that best fits for you, the one that you believe that would help you to improve the quality of your life, to give love out, you know, love in, love out, love up. There you go. So let's go. Number one, have fun by yourself. Excuse me. So that's number one, have fun. Let's have a drink right now. Okay. Have fun by yourself. I'll use myself as an example. I believe 2 years ago, if I'm being correct, if not 3 years ago, was the first time that I had fun by myself. And what do I mean by that? I don't know what your fun thing is. My fun thing, one of the things I do for fun is watch a movie. Yes, I love watching movies. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I love me a movie. I love me a movie, a film, storyline. I'm into the plot, themes, and things like that. And I'm in the movie when I'm watching it. When I say in, literally in. If they're crying, I'm crying. They're laughing, I'm laughing. That's me. Anyway, never had the opportunity to go to the movie all by myself, because I didn't know how you could do that. How can you enjoy yourself by yourself? Boy, I broke that out because a friend encouraged me, and I'm grateful for my friend who told me, yes, you can. And I did. And since then, I've freed myself. I've gone to the restaurant. Yes, table for one. Yes, table for one. All by myself, having me a good time. So yes, have fun all by yourself, whatever that is for you. Travel once a year. I made it a personal decision as well. So everything I'm sharing with these things I've implemented in my life, because I share what I do. I share what I do because it's helped me, and I'm hoping that it will do the same for you as well. So I travel once a year, a personal holiday, a personal retreat for myself. Sleep, wake up, eat all by myself. No husband, no child, no nothing, no work. Just me all by myself. Get away, a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It does wonders for you. I know people who do that every quarter, twice a year, but as a minimum, because you're worth it, once a year. That's what I recommend. That's what I do. If I get more, hallelujah. So forgive yourself for your mistakes. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. So when I do wrong, when I forget things that I'm supposed to do, because for whatever reason, I'm a human being, I've learned to forgive myself. I couldn't do that before. I was being so harsh on myself and calling myself all the names under the sun. You're stupid, you're silly, and all those kind of not nice things to yourself. But now, once I make a mistake, I move on. So quickly, you would not believe. Before, I would dwell and stay on that mountain for so long. Not anymore. I forgive myself and I move on. And I try
consciously now not to repeat those same mistakes again by putting measures in place. So if I forgot it because I did not write it down, then when things happen, I try to write more. I try to provide myself with materials, a journal, that's the pen, the paper that is around me so that I can quickly write down. If it's a phone call I'm supposed to make, schedule it, I put it in the calendar, set my alarm to remind me. I do all of the things so that it does not repeat itself. So I get better, basically, is what I'm saying. Number 4, start a journal. Everybody knows that I always talk about writing the vision, making it plain. So you cannot afford not to write. Right? Yes, you do it. Even when I do interviews with people, you know, the amazing ladies that I have on the show on Create Your Reality Broadcast, I'm writing away. I know, I'm learning from them. Yes, I'm interviewing, but I'm learning, so I'm writing. Yes, so start a journal right away. Write about, you know, gratitude journal. Write about your day words, what you've learned from it. Evaluate it. What could you do better? What could you improve? You know, quote of the day. You know, start a journal. Start a journal. Surprise yourself is number 5. Surprise yourself. Yeah, so take yourself out. Why not? Try. You know, don't let everything kind of like be spontaneous is what I'm saying. Treat yourself, you know, treat yourself. So surprise yourself. Give yourself a break. Don't be too hard on yourself. So if you've done some work for 2 hours, have like 10-15 minutes break off the camera, off the computer. You know, you've been reading for a while, have a break, you know, just take a walk, you know, leave where you are, just mingle, have a cup of tea. Give yourself a break. Learn how to love yourself by saying no to others. Oh my God, this is an amazing point for me, especially for somebody who has suffered with low self-esteem. Yes, I've learned how to say no unapologetically. Without even giving a reason. I don't have to give a reason. No. And I'm happy. Freedom for me in particular, I don't know about you, but because I struggled with low self-esteem and I was people-pleasing. So being able to say no unapologetically. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. That was for me. You know, as a person, and for people who know me, you know that saying no would take all of me to say that. But as who I am now, I don't feel bad or feel sorry. I don't feel condemnation, you know, for saying no anymore. So I would encourage you as well to be able to say no and not feel bad about saying no. As long as you're not doing it out of spite, malice, hatred, strife, and all these not nice things. It's because at that point in time, you cannot do what is being presented to you to do. And if you can later on do, then go back and say, you know what, I can actually help you. It reminds me of a story in the Bible about a man who, 2 sons, I hope I'm saying the right thing, but basically, I believe there are 2 sons, and one person said, I would do it, and the other one said, I will not do it. But the person that said I would do it did not do it. And the one that said I will not do it, but then he changed his heart and he went to do it. So there you go. So learn to say no. Number 8, make a list of your accomplishments. I do that every day. So in my journal, it's in my bag, which is beside me here. I kind of like have a section where I write gratitude. So I write what I'm grateful for. I still do my 3 days gratitude. So I write 3 things I'm grateful for in the day. And I also write down what I've accomplished in the day. I personally do that in my journal. So I write it down in part of the sentences. You know, this amazing phone call, or, you know, the contract went through, or I got a new business client. I write that down. So because it helps me in days where it feels like, oh, I haven't done so much. I flip through and I see, and it puts a smile on my face, and it motivates me and lets me know that I'm actually having momentum. Even though things are not happening today, doesn't mean that I'm not progressing. So make a list of your accomplishment. That's number 8. Number 9, make a vision board. Oh, you know, I talk vision board. We even had a vision board party as well. Yes, we did. And the online one is coming, so I did not forget you. We're going to have the online vision board party, and I'll be sharing details of that. I'm looking at March, but I will let you know. I'll give you enough notice so that you can join us for the vision board party. Yes, make a vision board. Cut pictures that represent what you want to accomplish in life. That kind of like helps you to see. Have it before your very eyes. Put them everywhere that you can see. Steers you in the direction where you want to go to. You wake up in the morning, you see it, you smile. It makes, if you're like me, just put a smile on your face. Just this lovely picture. Oh my God, that's where I'm going. That's what I want to have. That's where I'm going to be. That's it. Number 10, pursue new interests. Learn new things. So I go to YouTube whenever I want to do something that I've never done before. YouTube is kind of like my go-to guide because I'm more of a do as I do. So when I see them do what they do, I do. So my website, for example, I go to YouTube, I see if I want to make some changes. I go to YouTube, I see what it does, and I do that. And I'm grateful that I can do that. Some people cannot. But ultimately, what I'm saying is pursue new interests. Try new things. Ride a bicycle. Learn to swim. Learn new interests. Life is all about a lot of things.
So don't just be stuck in your ways. Learn new things. Broaden your horizon, like Joel Austin will say. Challenge yourself again. So that kind of like goes in line with pursuing new interests, because you're challenging yourself by doing new things that you haven't done before. So if you could not do this, challenge yourself. Have a go, have a try. Don't say, no, I can't do this all the time. Learn. Many a skill are learnable. Many a skill are learnable. A doctor went to doctor school, university for X amount of years to become a doctor. If you want to be a doctor, then that's what you need to do. Go and learn it. So it's a learnable skill. Number 12, give yourself a break. Number 13, give yourself credit when credit is due. So I pat myself at the back a lot. I treat myself. In fact, I reward myself. You will not believe it, And my own reward are quite simple. I watch a movie. I watch a movie, or I sing, or I dance, or I do a podcast like this, or do an audio like this. That is my own reward. Everyone's reward is different. Or I go to a lovely restaurant. I like buffet. I like Chinese. I can go for a Chinese, or go for a family. Take my family out on the treat and say, it's on me. Let's go to the nice local pub there where they serve. It's kind of like family friendly. This particular one I like. They give us free vegetables, free salads before, and then you can have your food. So yeah, treat friends, family. Work on your self-trust. A great way to show yourself self-trust is to trust yourself and your instinct. You are more likely going to know what is best for you. And self-trust is a step to self-love. So trust yourself, trust your gut, when it tells you something. So a good example is your body. When your body is tired, it tells you you're tired, but you tend to want to push it and want to go. No, don't do that to yourself, Rest, stop what you're doing. I'm a fan of rest and receive. I share the message everywhere I go, and in my sentences, and when I meet people, I always say to you, rest and receive. Rest and receive. That is, I am a product of rest and receive, product of grace. So definitely. And the last but not the least, take care of yourself. Yes, I know, take care of yourself. So I've shared 15 points where I have expressly said how you can love yourself. Simple nuggets, simple tips that you can do, that you can implement and apply in your life, that will make you love yourself and be able to love everyone all around your family. You can't pour from an empty cup. So in this month of love, February, I'm hoping that these 15 tips I've shared with you will encourage you and show you how you can implement, how you can take some of those points and use it to get better at loving yourself and taking care of yourself. Because when you're okay as a woman, everyone is going to be okay all around you. So that is the end of my broadcast today on how to love yourself. I hope you found it useful. Please share your comments below. Like, subscribe, share as well. I would appreciate that so much. Until I come back again with you in March, which is next week, remain amazing, bold, courageous, delightful, elegant, fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes, gorgeous and honorable. Why? Because you're worth it. Because you are made in the image and likeness of an amazing God. So that's all I have time for today. And I will be back again in continuing the series of winning in 2019. Till then, bye for now.